Hmm. Any doubt from previous class?
No, sir.
Okay. So time to start. Okay. So what we have seen in last class. Hello. Someone said something? No. Okay. See. So last class we started with Aristotle's fallacy, where we have seen a statement, right? Aristotle's fallacy we have seen, where we have read and discussed a statement. We need to apply a continuous force of constant magnitude for any object to keep on moving with a constant velocity. Later on, we found that the statement is false, and Newton suggested that to keep any object moving, this was statement given by Newton. We know it by name of Newton's first law of motion. Newton's first law of motion, which qualitatively defines force. Uh, which qualitatively defines force. That is what we have studied in. Okay. So Newton's first law of motion we have studied, we have discussed that every body, suppose there's an object, every body having some mass of every object, continues to be in state of motion or state of rest. This velocity remains constant. Velocity remains constant. So, unless until acted upon by external unbalanced force. Then we have discussed these words. What is external? What is unbalanced? Right? So this is what we have discussed in previous class. Okay. Now, some examples. After discussing this thing, we have taken up some examples where first I've asked if you are in space. Suppose you are in space, this object at rest. I asked you, do you think some force is acting on it, or what can you say about net force acting on this object? So you said net force zero, correct. The next case, I have taken up an example where velocity is constant. That means the object is moving in some direction with some speed, does not changes the magnitude of speed, neither changes the direction of motion. So velocity is constant. I asked whether net force is constant or it is something. To you again said net force is zero, right? Then I said again you are in space. You saw an object moving in this direction with increasing speed. With increasing speed, right? So I asked you whether net force is zero or some force is acting. So what was your answer to this question?
Net force isn't zero.
Net force isn't zero. Some force is acting on this object. Magnitude of that force I cannot define right now, but at least I can tell you the direction in which that force is acting. So can you say in which direction the force is acting?
Right.
Anyone? Towards the,
Towards
listen, along the direction of motion, right? So along the velocity or along the direction of motion. So force must be acting towards right, that is along the direction of motion. Let me give you another example. Object is moving in this direction, speed is decreasing. Speed is decreasing. So it's moving at decreasing speed. What can you say about net force? Do you think some forces, net force is acting on it?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Yes, it must be acting. I cannot say anything about magnitude, but at least by my instincts, I can say what is the direction of net force acting on it. Can you say? Anyone?
It will act the opposite direction of motion.
Direction opposite to that of motion. So net force is not zero. Net force acts in the direction opposite to motion, that of motion. Direction opposite to that of motion. Good. Finally, we have seen a case. This case also we have discussed in previous class. Suppose an object is moving in circular paths in space. There's an object which is moving in circular paths in space. So question is, speed is constant. Speed is constant. Question is, what can you say about net force acting on it?
So net force
What
is
can-
not zero.
Net
It's
force
not
is
zero.
not zero, right? Magnitude, I cannot say right now, but at least to some extent, I can tell the direction of net force acting on this. Can any one of you say that?
It's toward the center.
Very good. Towards the center. I'll explain this later. So direction of force is towards the center. Right? Okay. Now we are not in space. Suppose there's a straight highway on the ground. There's a highway on Earth. Right? Straight highway. Or it's a highway on Earth. Now, I saw an object standing on a highway. It's not moving. It's not moving. What can you say about forces acting on the object? First, you tell me what can you say about forces acting on the object? Do you see any force acting on this object? Suppose there's a vehicle.
No, sir.
Sure. There are two different words, forces and then net force. Do you think any force is acting on the
Sir,
structure?
can it be air and the net force is zero?
Very good. There is no net force is
Friction.
acting. Definitely net force acting is zero, but individual forces must be acting.
Sir,
I don't know
like-
how you could skip gravity.
The right was friction.
The frictional force.
Correct. So gravity for sure is acting. Friction, I'm not sure. I'll explain what is friction later on. So I'm not sure about friction. Friction is still a question mark. But gravity for sure. Gravity, if anything is on Earth, Earth must be pulling it towards its center, right? Earth attracts any object towards it. Earth is attracting this board also, right? So there is a force which is acting on the object. At least one I can say, gravity, right? Now, by the end of this chapter, you will be able to answer few more. Yeah. So when I see a vehicle or an object standing on a ground which is at rest, I'm sure if it is on Earth, I'm sure about gravity. I'm sure about normal reaction. This is a very special force. We'll discuss this time. This is a very special force. A normal reaction. See, gravity acts downwards, right? If the only force acting on the object is downwards, then it should fall. It should sink. So if there was no other force acting on this truck should sink in Earth, but we don't see such thing happening, right? The reason is there is another force which is acting on it, which is countering this, which counters the weight or gravitational pull of Earth, and that is normal reaction. So a force also acts on the truck in upward direction, that is normal reaction. So I see two forces acting on it, right? And what about net force? I'm sure net force is zero. So the small things which you have to notice from here. It's not necessary that no force is acting on the object. There might be some forces acting on the object, but all I can say is if there is no acceleration, that means neither magnitude of velocity is changing nor direction of velocity is changing. One thing for sure I can say is net force is zero. Sum of all forces acting on it must be zero. Very soon I'll give you a worksheet on this where you will have questions on that, trick questions based on this. So listen carefully. If you have doubt, if you don't understand this, then let me know. I'll explain again. Now, there is an object, or say there is a truck or car or jeep, whatever, is moving with a constant speed. Velocity is constant. And moving on a straight highway. It's again Earth, right? This is the case of highway. Now you're no more in space. You are on Earth. So, question is, do you think this jeep or car, whatever it is experiencing any force while moving on Earth, highway on Earth?
Friction.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Can you name? Very good. This time friction for sure. This time friction for sure because it is in motion. Any other force you see?
So gravity.
Sorry? Gravity for sure. Why you people forget gravity, right? It's on Earth. Earth is going to pull it. Earth will not leave it. Earth is going to pull it. So gravity is to always acting. Then friction
Normal
was acting in
reaction.
this direction. Anything else? Normal reaction. It doesn't sink because of normal reaction. Right, just remember these names. I'll explain what are these forces. I'll explain different types of forces, common forces which we experience in daily life. Any other force? Let me see. There's a very common force, a force which you should say. Actually, that is a common sense. Let me see who names it. There's a car which is moving with a constant velocity. I see a frictional force acting backwards. I see gravitational force acting downwards. I see normal reaction acting upward. Do you think it experiences any other force? Anyone?
Air pressure.
Air pressure. So I'll not say, but air drag I will say. Air resistance. We feel a drag while walking or sitting inside a car. When you take out one of your limbs outside, if you take your face outside, you can feel the drag of the air, right? So that is air resistance or air drag. Now you see friction acting opposite to motion, air drag acting opposite to motion. Still car is moving at constant speed. How can you miss out that force? No one is saying about that force.
The
Shreyansh,
motion.
motion is not a force. Motion is something action. It is in motion. I'm talking about force. Push, pull, whatever, something like that. Yes, Laksh, Sachit. Koi to bolo. Someone answer
sir.
this. Engine thrust. कैसे miss कर सकते हो? How could you miss this? Engine thrust. If you switch off the engine, do you think it moves with a constant velocity on highway?
No,
If
sir.
you switch off the
No,
engine,
sir.
then no. So it is moving with constant velocity. You can see friction acting in backward direction. You can see air drag. So why it's not slowing down? Why it's moving with constant speed? Because of engine thrust. Engine on hai. There is a force acting in forward direction which comes due to engine or comes from engine. Okay. Now what can you say about net force? After all these forces, seeing all these forces, do you think some net force is acting on the object?
No.
No, sir.
What
Yes,
made you
sir.
say that? Net force is acting?
Because it's
Force
moving
of
with
engine
constant velocity.
Once again, Newton suggested if velocity is not changing, please do not assume net force acting on it. If there was a net force acting on it, then at least one thing of velocity or one thing about motion will change. Either magnitude of velocity or direction of velocity. At least one of the four things will change. Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So net force once again is zero. Very good. Now,
Yes, sir.
okay, see. So there's another car which is speeding up while moving in this direction. Now, hurry up. What all forces you can see acting on this object?
Frictional.
Gravitational force.
Gravitation.
Friction force,
Air
gravitational force,
resistance.
Normal reaction.
air resistance, normal
Normal
reaction. Then,
Engine thrust.
sorry,
Engine thrust.
engine thrust is
Net force.
must. Correct, engine thrust. Now, what can you say about net force?
So net force is not equal to 0.
Not equal to 0.
Not zero.
This time is not zero. Yes, this time it is not zero. Net force is acting along the direction of motion. Then I know you. Then next you know very well. If slowing down, the net force is acting in opposite direction. Last one. Suppose there's a circular track on Earth. Right? There was a car which is moving the circular track. Now, what all forces do you see acting on it? The same forces, and net force is also acting, and that is towards center. So with all this, you have to matlab, clear concept in the mind here. If let the object be in space, let the object be on earth, wherever it is, if direction and magnitude of velocity, both the things remain same, remain as it is, then net force acting on will
Zero.
be zero. Right? Clear now? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Chalo, rest I'll ask in worksheets. Okay. Now, let me draw a figure with an object in space and some forces acting on it. So, there is an object which is moving in space in this direction. There is only one force acting at a time, right? What is role of F1? Remember, one force acting at a time. So what is role of F1? How F1 will contribute to the motion of the object, or what changes it will bring in the motion of the object. There's an object which is moving in space in this direction. There's a force acting on the object in the same direction. What changes? Net force, this is net force. What change this force will bring into the motion of object? Hello? Anyone?
So can you repeat the question?
I hope you have understood what the question. See, I'll repeat the question. I see an object in space which was moving with a constant velocity in one direction. It was moving in this direction. Then somebody came and applied a force in this direction. What change this force will bring to the motion of the object?
It will
So the
change
speed will
the
increase.
net force.
So the speed.
The object will start moving.
It is already moving.
The
It is
speed
already
will
moving.
increase.
It is
It
in
will
motion.
change the net force.
Net
Speed
force.
will increase. See, it is a net force. See, net force F1 is acting on it. Now I'm asking how it will change the motion of the object. The answer is it will increase the speed. See, it should come from inside. Your instinct should suggest this. If you are applying force in the direction of motion, then yes, it will increase the speed of the motion. Right? Now, if there was only force F2 acting on it, I'm again using the word F2 is the only force acting, right? It's not F1 and F2. F1 is not acting. Now, if F2 alone acts, F2 alone acts, then what will be the effect of F2 in the motion of the object?
Sir, maybe the speed will decrease or it will go in negative.
It will
So it will be
decrease.
constant.
Speed
So it will
instantly.
decrease.
So
No. Decrease. Speed decreases. Speed decreases. See, it cannot. Speed cannot remain constant. Aryan, I think you answered this. See, F1 is not acting. F2 alone is acting. Remember, this I'm drawing for a reference. Here F1 alone will do what? It will increase the speed. F2 alone will do what? It will decrease the speed. Why? It is acting against the direction of motion. This all comes from your instincts. All of us have tried this once, at least once in a life. You might have observed, you might have played like this. You have a toy car at home and
Or
it's
a
moving in
trolley
this
in the
direction. You
supermarket.
exert. Correct. Trolley in the supermarket. If you exert force in the direction of the motion, its speed increases. If a father is pushing in this direction, you're in a playful mood, you apply a force in opposite direction, speed decreases. So this comes from your inside, right? Anyway, so this is in space. Don't think that this is a road or object is moving on a road. There's a space. This object is moving in a space. Now, if I exert a force in this direction, F3, this is a very special force, F3. F3 alone is acting. Don't think that
Sir, the
it is
direction will
moving on a
change.
road. Very good. What about magnitude? Will it change the magnitude? The answer is no. This is
No.
very, very, very important. If force acts perpendicular to direction of motion, it changes direction of motion only. This is very important. It is there in your syllabus. It's in the name of centripetal force. It changes the direction of motion only. Direction of motion only, and does not affect magnitude of velocity. That is, it does not increases or decreases the speed. Speed remains constant. This force, one which acts perpendicular to the direction of motion, does not influences magnitude of velocity. It changes direction of motion only. Okay? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Also,
Hello. Shall I
Yes, sir.
repeat?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now, this is interesting. What F4 will do? F4 alone is acting. Try by your instincts.
It
There was a
will
small vehicle.
increase the speed and change the direction.
Yes, sir. Speed will increase.
Very
Direction
good.
of motion will also change.
Very good. It actually, we say, has a two components. It has an effect in this direction as well as effect in this direction. Right? These all things, if you really want to apply these concepts in numericals and other places, so you need to think and feel it. Yes, if there was a toy car going this way, and if I push it in this direction, so it turns a little and even speeds up, right? So
Yes, sir.
this force has two actions. One is, yes, will increase the speed,
And change the direction.
will increase the speed, as well as will change the direction of motion. Direction of motion. Finally, now you can say, what is role of F5? Please make note of all these points. These are
Sir,
very,
speed
very important. Will
decreases.
help you during solving sums. Speed will decrease for sure. What else?
And it will change the direction.
it will change.
Again, it will change the direction. Very good. So decreases the speed as well as changes the direction of motion. See, all of you participate. Why only few voices? All of you participate in this. Okay. So now my instincts will say, if I apply force on the moving object this way, what will be the contribution? How it will contribute to the motion, or how it will affect the motion or what changes it will bring into the motion of the object, right? Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes,
Good.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, good. Now, next is, so let me remind, what we are studying is Newton's laws of motion. We are into Newton's first law of motion, and what it explains force qualitatively. It tells us what a force does. What a force does. Since 5th standard, 6th standard, we know force means push or pull. Now, this year we will explore force. In higher syllabus, in 11th standard, you will explore further. Yeah. Say.
If there is a glass mirror
Uh,
and if a bullet passes through it,
hmm.
what happens to the mirror?
The
What
mirror
happens
will
to the?
shatter.
I could not hear the question. What will happen to the mirror?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But how will I know what material it is made up of? It is a bulletproof material, or it is? It depends.
The gun's
nahin,
bullet.
glass is, see, whatever. See, we have different kinds of glasses, right? There are different kinds of glasses. Toughened glass is there, thickness matters, right? Fiber glass is there, then bulletproof glass is there. So it depends. This is not a logical question. If you come up with this force, if any object hits, then it breaks or it cracks or whatever, then I can say. Otherwise, there are different types of glasses. Okay. If you'll see a glass, there's a glass known as toughened glass. If you hit it with something, you'll see it breaks into small pieces. Small pieces. If you have ever seen an accident on a road, it breaks like this. The entire glass, even if you hit it here, the entire glass will break like this. That is a toughened glass.
So there is a
If
gun bullet passes
there's a
through
normal
it.
glass. My dear, how will I know? Gun bullet has already passed through it.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Bhumi.
Yes, sir.
Is it Bhumi? Gun bullet has already passed through it. This is glass, and you're saying bullet has already passed through it. Or it has hit the glass.
Sir, hit the glass.
Hit the glass, so I cannot say what has happened. This might break into pieces, or this might break into 2-3 pieces, or there's a possibility nothing happens. There's a material, we say bulletproof glass. So there's a bulletproof glass. If it is a bulletproof glass, it depends of what material it is made. It's a fiber glass or it's a normal silica glass, what it is. So it depends. Glass is made up of which material. If it is just an ordinary glass, ordinary mirror, right, then it will break and the direction and the magnitude of velocity of the bullet will be influenced. It will change to some extent. Right? Some reduction in speed you may observe. You might see some change in direction also. Practically, direction should not change. Direction should remain same. Its magnitude will decrease because it will exert some force on the glass. As a result, glass will exert some force on the bullet. So glass will exert force on the bullet in this direction. As a result, its speed will decrease. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I hope this is what you were looking for. Bhumi, clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now, so till now we have discussed Newton's first law as force qualitatively. As force qualitatively. There's another angle to this. force qualitatively. Now there's another angle to it. That is inertia. Newton's first law also describes a property of every object which has some mass, and that property is known as inertia. So let me describe what is inertia. See, somebody said to make any object change its state of motion